conversations, cocktails, and connections. I'm Amy Hester.
And I am Emily Reeves, and today we are at Bark Bar with Elizabeth Michael, co-owner of this space, and much, much more. You do a lot, I know. So we're going to talk about what's going on at this wonderful establishment and what you do.
Yeah. I mean, you could not have had the most dog people besides Amy Turpin. I'm just going to say Amy Turpin is probably more than we are. Yeah. But we are, I'm a 3-dogger. She's a 3-dog.
Three dogs.
I mean, although sometimes I say that I probably wouldn't do 3 dogs again because I feel like it's an extra
Did you consciously do 3 dogs? Because I did not.
No, I didn't.
All of a sudden I woke up and had 3 dogs.
Yeah, I mean, we had an Australian Shepherd, and then we got the Basset Hound, which I've had Bassets before, but I love Bassets, and I feel like for some reason, like long dogs should always be in pairs, or
it's really it's cuter.
Yeah, it's cuter. You see like weenie dogs together, Basset Hounds together, corgis. It's just kind of funny because they're long bodies.
Corgis right here, right now.
I know, they're so sweet.
And they have Australian Shepherd in them, which we have litter mates.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they look completely different.
They do. Like hers is much taller, mine's shorter, but they have the same personalities, I think.
Yeah.
So
loud.
Oh,
but anyway, we love Bark Bar, and I will. How long has Bark Bar been open now?
We opened in August of 2017, so we're coming on 3 years. Although it just seems like we celebrated our 2nd birthday.
Yeah.
2020 has been really fast so far.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be coming up on our 3rd birthday in August. Really, we did a soft opening in July. And that was super fun because we got to kind of invite friends and family. Yeah. We invited, different workplaces. So if we had a friend or something that had a big office that wanted to come, we'd have them come and just try out the experience on different people and then do some last minute tweaks. And then we opened. I mean, a lot has changed since we've opened.
Yeah.
But the core of it is the same. It's a place for dogs to socialize, for humans to socialize. I tell people it's the happiest place on earth.
It is.
It's just so happy.
I love it. I mean, Matt and I came by. This is a really funny story because the first time we came here, Matt and I came without an animal. And I think you can come here without animals.
Oh yeah, lots of people do. We have a lot of travelers that come that are kind of like maybe they're here for a month and they get lonely.
But it's so happy to just see other dogs. I mean, you can just sit here and watch dogs play forever. But we came in, and Matt is so funny because we got into the we were parking, and he said, "I feel silly not going in here with the dog." I was like, "I don't care, we're going in." It was like our first time. And I was so happy, and we kind of been arguing a little bit about it before we came in because he thought it was just going to be like you don't need to go without a dog.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, we're going in. We're going to check it out. So I'm walking, I literally am probably like smile, like huge smile, and I'm walking around. I'm carrying a beer. We go sit right there, and I get up, and I'm like, oh, look at the dogs. And I shit you not, I stand right here, and I got knocked the fuck out.
No.
On my back. I'm not even kidding. And it was just so funny because, and I don't care because I'm a dog person, but I was watching these 2 dogs and they were having so much fun and they were running circles and I was just like, oh yeah, this is so cute. And all of a sudden one takes like they're taking the circle a little further and I mean both legs and Matt looked, it's, you know how when you fall down, you're just like, everything is in slow motion?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, get me up. I mean,
Did you spill your cocktail?
Oh, probably.
See,
I'm
when
sure.
I fall, I never spill.
I was on my back. I was on my back, and Matt was like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "No."
That's
help
a
me
pretty
out.
big one. I haven't actually been trampled yet, but there are stampedes.
Oh, yeah.
Especially coming out of this way.
Oh,
There's
she
a
just-
big run, and there.
But you see this? You can literally see the smile on a dog's face
Oh, yeah.
because they're having so much fun.
Oh yeah,
So
you can't.
cute.
You're just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is there a
Doesn't
limit to
matter.
how many dogs can be in here at once?
So we've talked about it. The Department of Health says 99 humans. They did not tell us how many dogs.
Okay.
So
you could have 99 humans and 99 dogs at the same time. I mean,
I
apparently
guess
if everybody had a
if
dog.
everyone, some people bring 4 dogs though.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a few households that are 4-dog household, but we cap it at 4 dogs per 1 human. So
Right.
1 human can bring max 4 dogs.
Right.
Like you said, a lot
Yeah.
of people come with no dogs.
Yeah.
So that evens it out. But I'd say we've had to cut off our. We have never, I don't think, reached true 99. It's more like the amount of dogs plus humans
Yeah.
can get way a lot. But that's why outside's so nice.
Oh,
because
yeah.
folks can go outside.
We're gonna have to
chill
take a
and-
little. We'll do afterwards, like a little tour to show you what outside looks like.
I normally go hang out outside and just kind of breathe in the fresh air. Especially we have a wonderful sunset, and so I'm a big sucker. I grew up on a lake with the sunset and Lake Chico.
I mean, that lake is beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
And
I mean, it looks so pretty. I'm just going to tell you right now, the mosquitoes. I don't know if it's worth it.
well, I'm
It's
Palm
swampy.
Bluff.
Yeah, you know.
There
yeah.
are huge mosquitoes of the size of like the town.
But the sunset makes it worth it. It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is really, I'm downtown Little Rock and I'm in a big tree canopy. I don't get many sunsets at home. So here is where I can kind of get my sunset fix.
It
It's
is
so
pretty.
cute.
Oh
It's
my
so
gosh.
cute.
Yeah. Well, so I have been in this building before Bart was here because Dreamweavers was here. If you were a Dreamweaver person.
Yes, Dreamweaver.
And it was like the hidden gem for people that like home stuff.
People are like, what is Dreamweavers?
I
And so I actually shopped
know.
Dreamweavers because, growing up in the industry I did,
Yeah.
Michael companies and stuff, I would come here just kind of see what was going on because they directly imported and I was just kind of curious. And you would never know what you could find in here. We don't have anyone coming in looking for pillows anymore.
Although you should totally have some cute dog pillows.
We do. Okay, so we found these dog pillows, y'all, and we have a lot of dog stuff around here. Dog benches, dog.
Here's some cute dog stuff here.
Lots of dog stuff, and these pillows we bought just for decor because we thought they were cute.
And they're the
Kira
ones
bought
in the
them.
front desk.
Yes. I swear to God, those get asked to be bought. Like people ask to buy those more than T-shirts, more than any. We could have made a lot of money.
If you could like custom people's dog faces into a pillow, I swear.
I think you can do that online.
Well, you should totally do it because.
we're always looking.
I mean, I'm full of ideas. I'm not the one to like make the
Especially
ideas.
in our COVID-filled
Yes.
world.
Lord, did we have to? So we were really lucky because we already had an online store. We were already
Here you did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
and so we were already, I guess, more tech forward than a lot of restaurants. And so for us to shift was an overnight. We were able to go digital right away. And I help a lot of other businesses.
Yeah.
with
So that's your background. That's what you do.
Yeah,
so,
with marketing, I have probably 4 other restaurant clients.
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
And none of them
We're ready.
were ready. No, one of the websites hadn't been updated since I think 2009.
Oh.
It wasn't even mobile responsive.
That just makes my heart skip a beat.
Yes.
Like, how do you,
See, I don't
how do
know
you end up in 2020 without a website?
And so, I mean, I'm just so thankful that we weren't there.
Yeah.
Because it was such a huge shock, and I mean, just trying to figure out. So, I mean, the first thing we did was, okay, how long can we survive with no income?
Yeah.
What is
Start
our
doing the math.
runway?
Yeah.
And so then you feel so bad because then you're calling people, canceling vendors, canceling this. It's like, I don't want to cancel forever. Y'all did nothing. I remember one saying, "Where are you going?"
I know.
Like,
that
I'm
is
not
the
going
hard.
anywhere.
It's kind of the same thing about putting on hold your gym membership because you want to like help them, but you're like, wait a minute, well, I don't know where my income's coming in.
You got to help yourself too.
That's what I told
It's like this kind of like backup.
That's what I had told the cleaning lady that I was like, come to my house. And I guess I don't know, but I was like, I just hope that I can hire you again very soon.
Right. I know.
And so we did. I mean, we did. We once we were able to open back up, we figured out doing curbside. We started doing doggy bags. So I have an advertising agency that works in the cannabis space, and so my partner in that, I didn't even ask him. He was like, doggy bags. You got to do doggy bags.
So what's in a doggy bag? Because I might have to take a doggy bag.
There's different doggy bags, and so we've got a CBD one, and it's called the CBD doggy bag, and so it's got like CBD sodas, CBD for your dog, a CBD bath bomb, and like a little sample of pain salve. And then we've got the good old boy, and it's got a 6-pack and a rub dog toy.
That's awesome.
Brilliant.
Oh my God.
Do the rose all day one, and there's all different kinds.
So with our dogs, we get Bark Box every month.
Oh yes,
and
we do
which I love, and I just switched because we had to go to the Tough Toy.
Super Chewer.
Super Chewer, yes, thank you. Even the Super Chewer June is like, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna tear it up. But do y'all do anything like that at all?
We're going to.
I will totally give my business to you.
We
and not
decided
Bark Bar.
that, we need to. So Bark Bar, we're doing a few things that I'm super excited about to kind of come out of this, like Phoenix this,
Yes.
It gives you time to think,
yes.
right?
And so we have hired a chef, and so we're going to be doing a very, I don't know what the right word is, but very progressive type menu, 2 changes a month. And we're gonna do, and I don't know if this is gonna do well, maybe y'all could tell me what you think, but doing a take home like gourmet-ish doggy meal and human meal.
I do.
So like you and your doggy date night. And so you can treat your little doggy. And one of the hesitations I have about that is like, I know if I feed my dog something that's out of the norm, things happen.
Yeah.
So I don't know exactly, but I think it's so cute, but not all ideas need to come to light. I don't know.
Yeah. There's a lot of, you live and learn, you figure out.
We can try it. If people buy it, then fine.
Or just do a doggy
like
treat.
I mean, like a really good like gift thing. Like if somebody's like, like you're taking something to a sick friend or something like that. That's a really cute.
Yeah.
I mean, with multiple dogs, anytime you give like a special meal, there's a whole litany of problems. So
so we've got a dog we started doing Bark Bar University too, which is a series
training.
Yes.
Shut it.
And so there's 6 different classes.
Okay, all 3 of our dogs need to go.
You've got to look at our little emblem. This art director I used to work with made it, and it looks like a university.
Well, how do you do it? Like, what do you
sign up? We've got different course sessions, and so there's 6 there's a 6 class pack.
Like a single it's only one dog at a time.
Come with one dog,
Okay.
And then I think that it's one dog to one. Like you need a handler. And so, and then it's kind of tailored to each dog.
Okay.
And so we started doing that before we opened back. We were actually going to do that anyway.
Yeah.
And so it just kind of was, I don't know if that's fortunate. I don't know. There's nothing fortunate
I know,
about
there's
that.
not. But it gives you time. I mean,
we already had that going on, and people felt so safe doing that because we do have the yard.
Yeah.
Masks required. Everyone's 6 feet apart. And anyway, so we've been doing that. We've had, I think, 5 classes. Actually, we just missed it. They had graduation just a few hours ago here. I didn't know. Yes. And they have their little hats and they get diplomas. And they have funny little glasses they put. I'll show y'all some pics.
So do you hire trainers to come in and do that?
We actually partnered with Tracy Owen at Dogs a Must, and she's amazing. She does the Paws in Prison program.
Yeah.
She was in prison. And was one of the first prisoners to do the dog training. And when she got released, she loved it so much.
That's awesome.
Now is the primary trainer for that program. So she owns Dogs a Must. She's amazing. And so she comes here and she leads these classes. And at first we were doing one for puppies and then one for any age. But then it was just...
How many are in a class?
We try to limit it to 5.
Okay.
And so, a lot of people during quarantine have gotten puppies. And so there's a ton of puppies in these classes. And so at first people are like, we want the puppy classes. We're like, well, they're kind of all puppy classes no matter what, because everyone has gotten a puppy. And you can definitely tell the one... I don't remember. I was here with like a friend from out of town. I can't remember exactly what we were doing. Anyway, we were here during one of the classes and she didn't know what was going on. She didn't know Bark Bar University was going on. And she goes, that dog needs some training. And I was like, well,
we're in training right now.
It's happening. But literally 5 seconds later, you just saw this dog come barreling in and the trainer is smashing 2 milk jugs together. And I was like, what is that? I guess the noise is supposed to do something.
Oh my God. That'd be hilarious to watch. Just like,
that's when the Facebook live stuff needs to happen so we can watch it.
Yeah. I was like, I don't even know.
We're this close to a bark collar. And I don't want to do a bark collar.
Well, actually, the city of Little Rock made us. Originally they denied our. We had a variance request so we could have the park, and they initially were going to deny it. And so when they do that, you can go and argue your case in front of the board. And so they told us they were probably going to deny it. And so we were like, well, let us go up here and argue with you, I
Yeah.
guess. And we got all the neighbors to sign a petition saying they were cool with it because of noise.
Yeah.
And it was so funny. Us going around to the neighborhoods got them all riled up about, there was like probably 20 people there in support of Bark Bar. We didn't ask them to come. And they were like, are you kidding me? The highway's right there. You think these dogs are going to be making a lot of
That's
noise?
hilarious.
I remember when I heard that you were doing this, and then I felt like it was a minute. Like it took a little
a year
bit.
and a half.
Okay, yeah. I remember hearing about it and I thinking, oh, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And I remember it taking a minute to do. Was
I-
that the reason? Like a lot
It
of.
was not only that. I mean, the Department of Health was not about to. We had to work through all of that, and then construction.
Sure.
Construction always takes longer than you think. But our build out wasn't that big. I mean, it was pretty much the same.
It's pretty awesome.
We had to build the kitchen.
Yeah.
Another thing we didn't realize. I mean, we were originally going to have a kitchen. We were going to bring food trucks in outside, which would have been super cool and easy on us because none of us are restaurateurs.
Right.
Kara, my partner, and my husband Dan's our other partner, and none of us. We like food.
Yeah.
We like enjoying good food.
Yeah.
We like to order food.
Yeah. But we don't know how to operate. Well, now we do, but we didn't. And so we really wanted to bring the food trucks in.
Sure.
But you cannot have a mixed drink permit without serving a menu of substance. And so,
Interesting.
yes.
Oh.
And so there's really no,
That explains a lot.
there's really no bars unless you have like a 5 a.m. license.
Yeah.
There's really no bars. They're all restaurants.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And so, like, even
Midtown
like
is-
Willie D's, you have to have a, or I think the
fountain.
yeah, all of them have
Does the
to.
fountain have food?
Mm-mm. But they
They
don't
have-
make drinks either.
They have
Just beer
they
and
have
wine.
Papa
Yes.
Top. Yeah, they have a Papa Top. So they have, well, I don't know exactly what it's called. It's like when you beer and wine.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so you don't have to.
I
And
know
so
there's so many.
I was like, I'm sorry, I need if I'm gonna have a place like this, I need a Tito's and soda.
Right.
Like, I need that.
Is that what you're drinking right now?
No, I'm drinking a concoction. It's like half of a, like, okay, so have you ever had that lemon, ginger, cayenne pepper?
Yes.
Like juice? Okay, so that, a splash of Sprite, some seltzer, and some vodka. So
Interesting.
I just didn't even,
Did you invent this?
I just didn't even plan
What
it.
should we call it?
I don't know. It's very spicy with that ginger and that cayenne.
That's funny because we did have a not bar. Oh my gosh, we had a drink. What was it? Which one was it? It was the Moscow Mule, and I brought this gingered beer that was so. It was like extra ginger,
It's
and
so
it was
spicy.
so spicy.
Yeah.
I did not like it, but
I got it. I was working out earlier, and so I had that. I don't even know why that sounded good to me because it's very harsh on the tongue, which I love pickled things.
Oh, I love
vinegary
pickled.
things,
Yes, me too.
spicy, sour. I like that. I don't know what that means. It's like some kind of
yeah,
thing. I don't know.
your palate is.
But anyway, it was a lot earlier in the morning, so I had a little bit left, and I thought, I wonder if this will be good. If I put some Sprite in there, and I just did it.
Hey.
You just made it yourself.
No.
I'm
No
gonna
plan.
go ahead since we actually didn't even talk about our drink before.
That's what I was gonna say. We never talked about the cocktails.
I know, but let's just go ahead and like cheers.
Cheers.
Because we decided since we were here, we were gonna have a beer. I never really drink a lot of beer, but
Drinking the Flyway Blue Wing.
Yes.
I'm bringing the
Classic.
Yingling.
A good local.
Yingling. So when fun fact, I went to college in Pennsylvania and in Philly. And so when you go up to a bar in Philly and you say you want a lager, you get a Yingling. Like you get a
Yeah.
Yingling. There's no, like they might have other lagers on the menu, but if you go up and say, I want a lager.
But we
You do
just
Yingling.
got. We were just
Yeah.
like Arkansas just got the rights to get.
okay. So my
this,
husband
right?
is a huge Philly, well, he's from Philadelphia, so all the things. Eagles and they.
He's from Philadelphia, so
Yeah.
he's not an Arkansas boy?
No.
Oh, you brought him here?
Yes. Yes, it was, I don't know how.
That's fun.
Yeah, and so actually at first we moved down to Lake Village because I was working for my dad at Paul Michael.
Which her dad has
Yeah.
Paul Michael's,
Yeah.
the famous place that you go to and you stop on the way to Florida.
Yeah,
I mean,
He-
I've always stopped there on the way to
yeah,
Florida.
you can. So he has stores now in where are they now? In Monroe, Louisiana, Canton, Texas, and Round Top, Texas. He had one in Lafayette, Louisiana, and closed it last year. And so he's got this crazy place in Round Top, Texas called Market Hill. It's actually
I've always wanted to go to Round Top.
well, it is the most fun. It is
like
really,
I'm not even kidding because like that kind of thing is the most fun to me. Is in like
you never know. I love this. Okay, so they set up this antiques fair in like cow pastures along a highway. They've been doing it for 85 years. It is.
Yeah.
I was standing in the middle of a cow pasture, perusing antiques. I picked up a candlestick. I was like, "That's cool." $8,000.
what?
Black Forest original out of a castle, like in Germany or some shit.
It's not behind glass.
It's just like next
Let me just
to.
pick this up. And it's
Like you literally do not know what you will find there.
I've always wanted to go.
I've gotten some great stuff.
I mean,
there.
I've never been to the Canton either. I know that's closer and they do it more often.
Yeah, they do it
than
once a
Round,
month. Yeah.
Round Top.
Round Top's twice a year.
Yeah, I've always wanted to do that.
And this year it got canceled like 5 days before it started, which, a lot of these antiques dealers, they don't do anything besides sell at Round Top twice a year.
Yeah.
And they're it's.
So it wipes
So
out
how
their
are they-
entire
Oh, well, they
revenue,
spend
yeah.
the rest of the year over in Europe picking all this stuff out, and then they ship it in. And so here they go. They've just spent I don't even know, $100,000, whatever, buying all this stuff and then shipping it in a container over. They're receiving it. And then your
Oh my
show
God.
gets
They
Yeah.
were probably hustling to get it online, I'm sure. Taking
Well,
pictures
I mean,
and
but
building
also
websites.
like how do you,
okay, so it's funny you say that because half of them don't know like how they're not computer. There's a reason why they're doing antiques.
right.
Okay, so they're not computer. Some of them are, but I made a Facebook group for them called 2020 Round Top, whatever.
join
Yeah.
that.
And so we've got like thousands of people in there.
I'm
now.
sure.
Yeah.
So, but
I mean, people probably that wouldn't have traveled to Round Top otherwise will now have access
But
to that.
I don't even know why I did that because I should have told
I'll
someone
go
else
to
to
I
Round
do
was
it.
going
Top.
to say, why would you
I
pick
will
that
travel
Yes,
to
because
Like,
Round
every time
Top
I
with you.
volunteer for something, I'm like, why did I volunteer?
I didn't even
But-
ask anyone, and so I have to. So now
You
I'm
have
this
to, like,
crazy
let
police
people-
woman, to
Make sure they're doing things.
Oh my gosh, we've had so much drama. This lady was trying to sell Nazi memorabilia in there, and she was like, "It is a true. I'm a Round Top vendor. I didn't go against any laws of the group." And I'm like, "But you can't be posting Nazi stuff on Facebook."
It's my group. It's my group.
I said so.
How am I doing? Why am I doing this right now?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
gosh! But anyway, I'm just like interpersonal. Like I had this one guy who didn't like this other guy and wanted me to kick him out. Like I can't just because you don't like this guy, I can't
Yeah.
kick him out.
Is he like a
So now-
competitor or something? And
Yeah.
it's like he's telling the same thing I am. Well, if you ever want to go and you need someone to go with you, I will totally go.
Okay,
I've
cool.
always wanted. I'm not even kidding. Like I have looked into this so many times in so many years and I've never done it. But I
won't go.
know you won't.
It is hot. Okay, so
I don't do hot.
You said
Hot,
she-
I'm out.
well,
Yeah.
sometimes so the spring show could actually maybe be a little cold, but the fall show is hot.
So
Every time
I've secretly always wanted to have a vintage store. I mean, even before vintage was even like thing. I love antiques. I love mixing
Yes.
different things. I love new and old. I love it. So maybe someday when I retire, I will have it.
So my dad was such a hippie, and he dropped out of college, and he borrowed some money from my great aunt who just passed away, actually. But she loaned him some money. He bought a van, like how creepy. And he went around and he bought antiques, and he sold them to Chili's. You know all that shit they have on
Yeah.
them?
Yeah.
Like my dad sourced a lot of that from them in
Love it.
in the
Oh my
70s.
God.
Yeah.
How fascinating.
Yeah, and so then he started selling it at First Monday. And so he was in Canton, Texas selling a lot of that stuff. And he was going around the country sourcing all this, and he met this guy in Nashville. His name's George Gruen. He has Gruen guitars. And he had a lot of antique instruments. And so
wow.
my dad was dealing instruments with him. And so he said, you should go talk to my girlfriend. She has got an antique clothing store on Elliston Place in downtown Nashville. You know, go check it out. It's called Betty Boos. And so that's my mom.
Okay.
And so that's how my parents met. and so I guess they broke up. I don't know. And so my dad, then he got out of the antiques business and he started selling sterling silver jewelry and manufacturing that. It's called Opinions, and then Paul Michael jewelry to Dillard's. And so then he grew and he was in every Dillard's, and then
That's so funny.
Yeah, so
it's not at all.
No.
Oh, some farmers.
It's never
wives. I know.
No.
Is that not nuts?
No, and so I
Have
mean,
you ever heard
he
that
did
before?
own some farms at one time, but he never farmed them.
Have you ever heard that before?
No, never.
That was the rumor in Pavlov.
No, I never did.
That's
But
so
Dillard's is who asked him to do the home decor. He was there because they said, "Can you figure out how to get us the same jewelry you're doing, but in Christmas ornaments?" And so,
is that kind of how because I know that they always do a big Christmas.
And so he started sourcing that. And he was like, "Oh my gosh, I think there's a big market for this." And he started importing.
So he's just an entrepreneur. Like, he sees the opportunity and grows into it. That's awesome.
Now he's really focusing on making stuff. So he's got what's called the wood shop. I'm going to call it the workshop now. And I brought someone there recently, and he was like, "I would not." It's more like it's huge. It's a huge facility. It's probably like 100,000 square feet. So it's like. People are thinking like workshop. No, it's huge. There's huge machines, like a CNC router there.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff there. And he made all this furniture, all these counters and stuff like that. But he's doing a lot with crystals now. And so actually we went.
You just spoke Amy's love language.
Yes.
Finish your story.
Okay, so we went to outside of Hot Springs recently, and my dad and I and some other folks from here.
Were you in Jessieville?
Yes. We went to Avant.
I swear that's where Matt just went.
But it was so fun.
Oh,
I mean, you just find these giant crystals like.
So what's he doing with the crystals?
Oh, he's made them into all kinds of things. So you can get them. He's mounting them on stands like a statue.
Yeah.
He's made my favorite piece he's made is a giant piece of amethyst made into a bench with a gold base that he.
Shut it.
It's like super modern. Do you know what I thought was crazy? I did not realize how much you have to clean the crystal for it to look how it looks when you see it in a store or something. And what they're cleaning. So when we went to this, I can't remember the exact name of it. I think Avant Mining. He showed us the cleaning process, and he said this tub. It sits in here for however long that it is. So this one, that. He goes, this tub is filled with an ingredient that's found in Coca-Cola. So if you find one and if you can't find that ingredient or whatever, just sit it in some Coca-Cola.
Shit, I love Coke, and it probably means that just proves that it's really bad for me.
It's clean in your inside.
Yeah.
Oh hell.
Anyway, so that's what I did when I got home. I soaked them in that Coke. I mean, not as well as the pure concentrated.
Well, there was a girl that just found a diamond. Did you see that?
No.
In the diamond mine, like she was there for 30 minutes.
And that's how it always happens.
I know it. I tried that diamond mine thing. No. I dug around. I was like, I don't know, guys. This is not for me.
Yeah, no, it's not for me. Sorry, diamond.
No, I mean, I think kids love that. But me, adult human, I'll go to the jewelry store.
Yeah. I'd rather go work, earn the money to buy it.
Oh my God.
I don't know how long it'll take me to.
All right, so back to Bark Bar.
Yeah, back to Bark.
When did you guys reopen?
I can't. Whenever the first day they told us.
Could you open the day that the salon? We opened May 6th.
I think we could open. I think we were after.
Okay.
I can't believe it's the end of this month.
Oh,
right
it's
now.
bizarre, right?
I can't. I think it should be March still.
I know people keep talking about how we're having this mild summer. I'm like, is it summer?
Are we in summer? Wait. Yeah.
No,
and so I don't remember exactly time, fuzzy. I don't know. But we opened the moment we could. So another thing we had done before we closed was we instituted a reservation system where you could we were only letting 10 people in. That was before they mandated us closing. So we had kind of already gotten all of this.
Even including outside and inside?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And so we were taking it pretty seriously to begin with, which sucked because that was our biggest time of year.
Yeah, because the weather's so great.
Yeah.
And so as a restaurant / bar, I mean, how do you feel about... because I've waited tables before, and as a server or bartender, somebody who works for somebody, it's hard to think that you could even make the money.
It's so hard. We're lucky because
a certain capacity.
I still don't know if this is going to work. What we're trying to do to supplement the income are these training classes, and then putting in more goods to buy. Like we're gonna do some sort of I don't know. We're gonna soup up our store a little bit, and so we're gonna do dog treats. We're gonna do these subscription boxes. I love that. And so I don't know if that's gonna have dog food. We're not really sure yet. We're still working through that, but we're trying to add more revenue streams. So Bark Bar we're membership based. And so we've got members to take care of as well. So we don't need to lose our community aspect of it. So when we were really shut down, we were doing virtual yappy hours and bringing in vets and stuff like that to teach you, just in case you can't go to the vet or if you have questions about COVID and dogs and stuff like that. And so we were trying to keep that community aspect alive of Bark Bar, but it's so hard. And I mean, you just don't know what's going to work. It's like every day you're trying something new. Are y'all going to like this? No, you don't like that. So let's pull it back. Okay, we're going to like this and just try. So we're kind of still in that.
It's okay.
It's like trial and error.
Yeah, we're kind of still in that phase with what we're going to do. Because say we do get ordered to shut down again. What are we going to do? So we're hoping, having the chef, we can do more curbside to go. We can do these doggy date nights. I'm not sure. And just really focus more on being, a fun place. You could come curbside with your doggy and get some food.
Yeah.
It's so crazy that, some businesses have soared in this environment.
Exactly.
My cannabis clients are
doing well.
Busier than ever.
Yeah.
And then my restaurant clients, not. My dad's business has actually been, because I think people are sitting at home and looking at their four walls.
It's better,
Yeah, and I think I want to change this and that and stuff. And so he's been kind of surprised by that a little bit. At first, people were just not going anywhere, scared. But now they're like, okay, well, I need to upgrade this and that. Or I think lifestyles are changing. How you live at home is changing.
Yeah, totally.
I'm so happy I live in a house from 1893 because
your house is amazing.
Thank you.
And I went to see her house she did the Quapa home tour.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I went with my mom on Mother's Day one year.
That was so cute. I love that Mother's Day Quapa thing.
Oh my gosh. Well, their house was amazing. And I love the antique houses so much. Antique.
What you were saying, about mixing the old with the new, that's exactly what I did.
I love that.
And I love it. But I'm so happy to live in an old home because I've got all these doors and walls.
Spaces. You got space.
There's no
and
open
you have
floor
an outside area.
So you can have some separation between you and your husband.
Oh yeah.
Well, and we've kind of really embraced the outside.
Yes.
Because we're remodeling, so we're limited on space, but it's taking everything outside, and I'm hoping that the heat is not going to change that because I love sitting outside.
Well, my dogs don't want to go outside that much anymore in the heat, and so I'm like, y'all have got to go outside.
I know.
I know. Y'all have got to.
All three of our dogs sleep with us.
Have y'all had a lot of bugs in your backyard? I have an insane amount of bugs. Buffalo gnats. Oh,
I've never wanted since quarantine. I've never wanted more a screen-in porch and a pool.
I know.
I've never wanted
My
a pool
husband is
ever.
like, have you gone insane, woman? We are not getting a pool.
Yeah. I've researched.
But why not?
I've looked at everything from the best kiddie pool you could get to above ground to in ground. What can I get now? And nothing.
So I think I'm going to try it. My friend got an inflatable hot tub from Amazon.
Really?
And loves it. And I want to say it was not that expensive.
Well, see, I worry about inflatable with the dogs, maybe popping it, but
he has a very small dog, so I don't think that.
Because I've seen some inflatable pools too. But I feel like well, if you're gonna spend some money on it, I would like to have maybe a little the filter thing or the thing that keeps
his thing does that, and it has jets in it.
And it's inflatable.
You might need to send us that link.
Yeah.
Right. Although, can it be the cooling pool and not the hot tub?
That's what. I don't think there's a problem with that.
I'd be okay. If I can sit my whole body in it and maybe possibly float, I would buy it.
Yeah.
And I don't even care what it looks like. At this point, I don't care.
I don't. This is not. It's just black, I think.
I don't even care. I don't care. It can sit on the concrete. I don't even care. It's not going to be there forever, but I'm all about it. Okay, so tell us really quick. and tell everybody how they. So if you're interested in bringing your dog here, what do you have to do?
So we actually, more COVID changes. We just changed our process. So we were requiring paper shot records to be on file. We're not doing anything where we would have any sort of contact. So everything's digital. You just go to barkbar.com, and right when you get to barkbar.com, you'll have a list of things that you need to read and do.
Okay.
And so there's a form you fill out, and it asks you some simple questions about your dog, you, and your veterinarian, and then you have to agree that the dog shot records are up to date. And then you've got the choice of going ahead and purchasing your membership. We can do day, month, or year membership.
Okay.
And you can even purchase your food from your phone. So it's completely contactless.
Nice.
Or you can pay up here, whichever you prefer. We're not trying. This is such a weird time. I don't feel like I should be telling people what to do, but we're finding ourselves in that role with requiring masks and things like that. I actually had a gentleman that really, 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 really wanted to touch a lot of things recently. I don't know why I'm being put in these situations. I'm not the moral police here, But we're trying to accommodate and be as empathetic to everyone as we can, no matter where you think things should be doing. We're just trying to.
And I think people notice the things that you do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People notice.
Thanks. And so, we were already disinfecting Bark Bar with industrial disinfectants every night. So we actually had a lot of those processes. And so we added a lot of hand sanitizer. And then between our customers, we wipe everything down.
Yeah.
So we've been trying to be as responsive and safe as possible, while still allowing people to let their dogs get some of that energy out and play and have that, it's a lot of us are getting a little, I don't even know if restless is the right word, but and anxious or what is happening? Why are we doing this? And so just dealing with that those mental struggles, I feel like this is even such a better place to come than going to, not that I'm not going to go and have a cocktail somewhere, but like to have one and then also watch the dogs play is super comforting to the soul.
Well, to your point, a lot of people got puppies during COVID, and it's because they wanted that companionship and because the dogs help relieve anxiety.
Yes. Well, and you have the time to train it. Like you're at home, where sometimes if you get a puppy, if you're working, you don't have a time to train it to be potty trained. You
have a lot of time to train.
You have a lot of time now.
And a lot of attention to give.
But you can have the worst day in the world and come home and your dog, and then you can smile like crazy with your dog.
I've really appreciated my dogs being at home a lot more than I did before. And then I have to say too, my nephews have been in town, and I want to just say shout out to all the moms out there, because I do not understand because with the 3 dogs and then the 2 kids, 4 and 2, there's no time to do.
You're the fun aunt,
The 4-year-old walked into a virtual meeting, a Zoom meeting I was having, and sat on my lap and go, "Can I have a snack?" And we all agreed.
And there was no,
And we all agreed he should have a snack. We all voted yes on that one.
Oh my God.
But I just can't, the dog, having everyone at home has changed my perspective on so much stuff. But, I'm totally happy to be able to come here and let the dogs run free.
Yes.
Meet new friends.
Happy place. We need happy places right now.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, the more happy places, the better. I mean, I told Emily, I don't watch the news anymore.
I don't either.
So I don't watch it at all. I don't even know typically what the weather's going to be. So if it's going to be, hopefully what the day comes will be how my day is.
I know it. I do the same thing, and I love it when people are like, "The Sahara dust storm." I'm like,
we talked about that earlier. We were driving, and she goes, "Why is it so foggy out here?"
Oh my gosh! Yes, I was like, "What?"
I love it when people are worried about those murder hornets. I'm like, not going to worry about that.
Okay, so tell everybody your Instagram handle and
all of it is at BarkBarLR.
Okay.
tried to get Bark Bar. Someone's squatting on it. Will not give it, but Bark Bar LR. Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We actually have really been putting out a lot of content on our YouTube channel,
awesome.
a lot of dog training tips, and our Virtual Yappy Hours are on there if you want to watch us awkwardly show our dogs in a Zoom.
I love that.
It's like basically dog Zooms. So
anybody could get in on it?
yeah, we haven't had one since we've opened back up, but I think we want to have one for grooming. So we had themes of them all. We've had 2 dog tricks, which was super cute. All the dogs would do tricks, and then there are actually contests too. So one participant would win a piece of Bark Bar swag. So,
Oh my gosh.
Awesome.
yeah.
I am very interested in the university. So
Yeah.
I will just say.
Yeah, so barkbar.com is the best place to see all the fun that we're having. We actually have Painting with a Twist is doing a Paint Your Pup, socially distant Paint Your Pup class here next weekend. And so we do have some events.
Yeah.
As long as we can do
As much as you
socially
can.
distant and not encourage people like truly doing the partying thing,
Sure.
you know, more activity based.
Yeah.
And we're thinking about doing a doggy, like a movie night with your dog.
That's fun.
And then just some other, I don't know, just some other kind of more chill events.
Getting creative. Man.
Yes.
I know you have to.
I don't know when the ideas will run out, but I feel like I'm getting towards the bottom of the barrel there. I don't know.
Well, it's different from when you're first starting and you're, like during the beginning of the quarantine, your mind is like racing. You're like, oh my God, what am I going to
Yes, you're right. The adrenaline was
do?
pumping out a lot of ideas.
And then you're like, okay, holy shit, it's getting worse.
Yes.
You better not be shut down again. I'm just going to say.
Oh, I volunteered for a nonprofit, and our event got canceled, and we were trying to brainstorm a way of doing it virtually. I was like, y'all, I'm out of ideas. I don't know. I think we just punt this one to next year.
It's like I'm running thin here.
I don't know. This is a stretch for me.
God, I know.
Yeah.
It is hard. I mean, I don't know how people are doing it. I mean, we just have to do what we can.
I know it. We just have to put on our little smiley face and make that. You know, I've been trying to do a lot of things that help me out, and that way I can not be a complete asshole basically all day long.
Yeah.
You know, so I've been working out a lot. I make myself do that.
Oh, I follow you on Peloton.
Yes. I have found myself, okay, so I've done some really awesome ones lately, but like, I don't know why. I was talking to my husband about this. I was like,
follow people on Peloton.
yes.
Yeah.
And you can even
I call it Pelotron, don't you? I mean, I'm just going to tell you, I cannot say Peloton, it's Pelotron.
I spell it wrong every time. I don't give it 2 O's, I give it 2 A's every time. But I told my husband, I was like, I have been crying after these harder workouts. And he's like, that's like, go talk to your therapist about that. I don't know, but like.
Well, but they're also like so super motivational.
Yes.
And like, I was telling somebody just a couple of days ago, I was like, I'm not the kind of person that really like gets into like that cheesy motivational stuff, but I'm really motivated by my Peloton
Yes,
instructor.
me too.
Do you have
at first I was like, this is like a cult.
I'm not. Right now, I'm like totally into
Yes.
it.
My friend asked me because my husband wanted one, oddly enough. He was like, those lady Peloton commercials got me. I was like, they did? Anyway, so we got one for his birthday / Christmas / Hanukkah present. He always gets a big present because of all of the holidays.
Yeah.
One day. And at first I got on it and I told my friend, she was like, how is it? I've been thinking about getting one. I was like, it's like a cult. I don't know. And I was like, I don't know. I'm not into it. And now I'm totally in it.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm in it. I'm sold.
Like I'm every day. Like I cannot miss
I
a
love
day.
it. Oh, I'm doing all kinds. I do the yoga. I do the meditation.
Yeah, they're all so good.
I've been doing stretching. I did a walk. I
I haven't done the walk yet, but I was thinking
Like
I'm
this,
going
these
to.
people tell you how to walk, okay?
Yeah.
On the app, so you do that, they give
It's
you
like
the
a walk, like workout.
Yeah. So the one I did is like, speed up, slow down.
God, look how pretty.
I want to say, hey, Fluffy, y'all can't see
oh my
the fluff.
God, clean and everything.
But yeah, they play some hot jams. I want to say they told me to walk backwards.
I need to try the walking.
The walking backwards is good for your shins. Did you
Yeah.
ever have shin splints?
I think it's also good for
Oh yeah, well I need ass. Ass
All right,
and
I think it's time to wrap this up.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you so.
Thank you. It was so fun. Thanks
was so
for
fun.
cocktails and conversation.
I know.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
Cheers. It's so good to see y'all.
I'm gonna keep my glass.
Yes. Come on with us.